It was fearful to her, enough fearful to her. Why? Because she was teenager and she was alone and she was unable to hear. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deep. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. They called, her parent called her, then they noticed when she didn't move and suddenly realized that she hadn't heard, said Isabel Glennie. Who is Isabel Glennie? Isabel Glennie is Evelyn Glennie's mother. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends for time being. For some time, Evelyn Glennie concealed, hide her deafness, growing deafness from her friend and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her by the time she was 11 and her deteriorated result marks and her headmistress urged her parent to take her to a specialist. Why? Because she was unable to hear and she was losing her marks continuously. There were less marks continuously. Her. It was the discovered that her hearing was severely impaired. It was found by the specialist, found by the doctor, that her hearing power was weakened. It was severely weakened as the result of gradual nerve damage. Why it was? It was due to gradual nerve damage. There were there were advice that she should be fitted with hearing aids, and it was advised to her parents by the specialist that Evelyn Glennie should be fitted with some hearing aids in her ear. Why? Because she was unable to hear without this and sent to a school for the deaf. And Evelyn should be sent to a special school of the deaf because she was not able to hear and she was not managed to a normal school. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. And Evelyn says that when she heard this, everything looked black. There was disappointment in her life. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was not going to give up her determination. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. She was very determined to live a normal life and she was determined to pursue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. One day she noticed there was a girl who was playing a xylophone. On that day, she decided that she also wanted to play it too. Most of the teacher discouraged her. Most of her teacher discouraged her. They did not motivate her. But percussionist Ron Forbes. Percussionist is a person who plays the drums. And xylophone, a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars and different lengths. Are you getting? Percussionist, a person who plays the drum. But percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Ron Forbes recognized her potential and he began to tuning two large drums to different notes. And Ron Forbes started to tuning to large drum on different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. And he would say to Evelyn Glennie, don't listen the sound of drums through your ears. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist up. Evelyn suddenly says that she was able to feel, she could feel the higher drum from the waist up, from the part of her body, upper part of her waist, and she could realize the roll drum lower part to her waist. And Forbes repeated the exercise. Ron Forbes repeated this exercise for her, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. And Evelyn soon discovered it, soon find out it that she was able to sense the certain notes in different parts of her body. She was able to feel, she was able to sense, she was able to know the different notes from her different body parts. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibration. Further, she said, I had learned to open my mind and body to the sounds and vibration. She was able to hear the sound and music by the vibration and its sound in her mind and in her body. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. And rest, what was remaining for the success, what her sheer determination, her deep determination and her hard work. It depend on her hard work and depend on her determination. 1 minute, someone is waiting. She never looked back from the point onwards. From that point, she never looked backward. She never looked back. From that point onwards, she toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. When she was 16-year old, she toured United Kingdom with a youth orchestra. By the time she was 16 years, and she had decided to make music her life. In the age of 16 years, Evelyn Glennie decided that she will make music her life. And the audition and she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest mark in the history of the academy. Evelyn Glennie auditioned. She gave a short performance so that the director could decide whether she was good enough. She auditioned for Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. And she gradually moved from orchestra work to solo performance. Gradually, slowly and slowly, she moved towards solo performance from the orchestra performance. At the end of her 3 years course, she had captured most of the top awards. At the end of the years of her music course, she achieved most of the top awards of the music. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint, any hint of heroic achievement. For all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she is saying, if you work hard and if you know where you are going, if you know your aim, if you know your destination, where is your destination, what is your aim, if you know, so you can achieve it through only hard work, nothing else, not by any heroic achievements. You will get there. You will be get there and you will achieve your aim of the life. And she got right to the top. She got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments. She reached at the top of the musician, and she was the world's most sought after multi-percussionist. She was world's most famous multi-percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments. She was able to play thousand of the instruments and hectic international schedule. She has hectic, very busy international schedule because everyone want to see her performance. Every country was inviting her to give her performance, and she has a hectic, busy schedule of international schedule. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Man with busy beard give me trouble. She laughed. It is not just watching the lips, it is the whole face. Here, it is intriguing. Intriguing is fascinating and curious, very attractive and curious to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. So effortlessly she was giving her performance without hearing. In our 2 hours discussion, she never missed a word. When we were discussing, when we were talking, she never missed a word. When she was giving her interview, she never missed a word. Man with busy beard give me trouble. She laughed. When the man who was having busy beard give me trouble, she laughed. It is not just watching the lips. It is the whole face. It was not just watching the lip. It is the whole face, especially the eyes. She speaks flawlessly with Scottish lilt, and she was fluent in Scottish language. My speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. And she further told that my speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. When she was 11, she was able to hear. And she says, but that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But that doesn't explain. It does not explain how she managed to learn French, also master basic Japanese language. As for music, she explains. As for music, she explains. It pours in through every part of my body. She said that music pours into me from every parts of my body. It tingles. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. It tingles in the skin. The music tingles in my skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. I can also feel the music in my hair and cheekbones, in every part of the body. When she plays xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up stick into her fingertips. And when she used to play xylophone, she can also feel the vibration and sound into her fingertips by leaning against the drum. When she leans against the drum, she can feel the resonance flowing into her body. Resonance echo of the sound. She can feel into her body, flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she removes her shoes so that the vibration passes through her bare feet and up her legs. Whenever she used to give performance on a wooden platform, she always removes her shoes so that the vibration can pass through her bare feet and her legs. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audience. In 1991, she was presented with her Royal Phila- Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Not surprisingly, it was not surprise. Evelyn delights her audience. how she made her audience happy. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award, says master percussionist James Blades. It was said by master percussionist James Blade, God may have taken her hearing, but has given her back something extraordinary. He said that God may have taken her hearing. It may be God may have taken her hearing power, but instead of that, in exchange of that, he has given her something extraordinary, something special quality, something peculiar quality. What we hear, she feels. What we hear, she feels for more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully, far more deeply than any of us, and she can feel the music in comparison of us better than us, and that is why she expresses music so beautifully. This is the reason she can explain music so beautifully. Evelyn confessed that she is something of a workaholic, and Evelyn accept this, that she is something of a workaholic. What is workaholic? A person who finds it difficult to stop working. There are some of the person in the society who always like work and work and on work, and they didn't want to stop their work. They are called workaholic. I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. But the rewards which reverse back me, which came back me, that are the enormous than that hard work. The hard work what she has done, it was less when she got the enormous rewards. Apart from the regular concerts, apart from the regular performance, regular program, Evelyn also gives free concerts in the prison and hospital. She was very kind-hearted, and she was very social. Apart from her regular concert, Evelyn used to give free concerts in prison and hospitals also, free of cost. And she also give high priority to the classes for young musicians. She always like to give the priority to the classes of young musician. And Richlin of the with one fund for deaf children said she is a signing and inspiration for deaf children. And Richlin of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining star, shining inspiration for the deaf children. For those children who are deaf, they see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. They see that there is nowhere they cannot go. There is no place where they cannot go, where they cannot reach. Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has already achieved the success in her life more than that what the normal people achieve in their life. She achieved twice than that. She had achieved twice than that, and she has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra. Evelyn Glennie brought percussion at the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. And she demonstrated, she showed it that it can be very moving. And she has given inspiration to those who are handicapped and handicapped people who look her and say, if she can't do it, I can. And she has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, the person who are handicapped, Evelyn Glennie may be inspiration for them, and people who look her and say, if she can't do it, I can. They say, if she can do it. See, if she can do it, I can. If Evelyn Glennie can do it, so it is very possible I also can do it. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to the millions. And it was not least, she has given enormous pleasure, a big pleasure to the millions of the people. This is the end of the chapter. And Deborah Cowley, who is the writer of this chapter? Deborah Cowley. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Could you listen the lesson?
Yes, sir.
My sound was clear.
Sir.
Could you understand this? Any problem to anyone? If any question is there, you can ask one by one. Hello. Hello. If any question is there, you can ask. Otherwise, we are going to discuss the exercise of the book, thinking about the text. Any one of you want to ask any question? Are you listening me? So, any one of you want to ask anything? Hello. Hello. So we are going to discuss about the thinking about the text. Answer these questions in a few words or a couple of sentences each. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music?
17.
She was looking younger than, for 17 years, it means she was of 17 years. Very good. Who answered this? Yes, sir. Yes. Very nice. Next question. When was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? Kindly speak loudly. Speak some louder.
When she was
Yes.
and her marks were
Good try. Her deafness was first noticed when she was 8 years old, and it was confirmed when she was 11 years old. Now, second, answer each of these questions in a short paragraph of 30 to 40 words. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? Who will answer this? Who is going to answer? Hello. Hello. Are you listening me?
Yes, sir.
Who will answer this question? Who helped her to continue with music, and what did he do and say?
Music teacher helped her to continue the music when
Very good, very good. Good try. Okay, okay, continue, continue.
He he
Yes, yes.
he tell Evelyn that you should feel the every beat on your every body part.
Very nice. Good, excellent answer. I can summarize this answer. Music teacher Ron Forbes helped her to continue with music, and she motivated her. And he said to Evelyn Glennie that don't listen music by your ear. You can feel it in some other way by your body parts. You can listen it by your body parts. Am I right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next question. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. Sorry. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs.
She performed in and many other places.
She performed in orchestra. Later she performed solo, and later she performed free of cost into the prison, and also
And hospital.
at the public places into the hospital also. Is it clear? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Good. Next, third point. Answer the question in two or three paragraphs in 100 or 150 words. Is it clear? How does Evelyn hear music? Who
She
will answer?
hear music.
Uh-huh.
She hear music as she feel every music beat in her body part, like in hairs, feet, fingers,
Hmm.
and she
Very good.
practices to do better and better.
Very good. Anyone else? Tanishq? Tanishq, you should answer. Hello?